G'day, Starlo here. We've come out to sea on a rather nice midwinter's day. The sun's shining, the sea's fairly calm, it's rather chilly. We've come out into about 40 odd metres of water to chase a feed of fish using a mixture of different baits and lures and also some Fishbites, synthetic baits. We'll see what works best and see if we can put together a nice meal. But before we even reach our first fishing spot just a couple of kilometres offshore, we're blessed by the arrival of an escort of short-beaked common dolphins, riding the pressure waves of our wake and crisscrossing playfully in front of the boat's bow. I can't resist this opportunity to grab my new SEAVU Seeker underwater videoing setup and record some footage of these magnificent creatures in their watery element. I'm really loving this easy-to-use rig, and I can see myself getting some great content with it in coming years. If you'd like to find out more about this SEAVU gear, I'll put a link to this terrific Aussie company in the description and comments down below, and explain how you can get a 10% discount on anything you buy from them by using my Starlo10 code. But for now, let's leave the dolphins behind and get on with some fishing. And of course, Jo was straight into the action on her medium weight spin outfit.
Sweet, lucky me.
Not what we're looking for.
Sweet steak.
Look what he took though. Oh, you've got it on both hooks, have you?
Well, because I accidentally put one down below.
So that was just Fishbites, was it?
Yeah.
Cool.
Ooh, oh wait.
My turn next, but by the time I get mine about halfway up, Jo's on again too. Oh, that's good.
Climbed on.
Yeah, it did, didn't it? Didn't really even need to strike that one, I don't think.
Just lifted into him. Oh, you got a snapper.
I have indeed got a snapper. Oh, and it's on the Fishbites.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
And it ignored the prawn.
Yeah, left the prawn there. Are you legal? Yeah, I think you should be. It was. What's Jo got?
This has got weight, but it's not doing terribly much.
No. Big red rock cod.
Getting all the bonus ones. He went for the
Fishbites as well.
Fishbites as well.
Now you be careful with that. From that point on, the action was pretty regular, if not especially spectacular. But we were certainly starting to put together a couple of quality meals. Oh, big piggy. Ooh, that's a good big fish. This one had taken a peeled prawn bait. Pigfish are a favourite as a whole steamed fish, or prepared in any number of other ways. In fact, their white, flaky flesh suits most Asian-style recipes really well, and they're quite highly prized as a result. And always a welcome addition to our bag.
It's got a pulse, this one.
Yeah, that's right. Jo's on again. It takes a while to pump them up out of 45 metres of water, and all the way you're guessing about what you might have on. Moe. Legal Moe.
Just legal Moe.
That's good. Yeah, that's great.
It's a measurer for me.
We love our Mowong despite the fact that some fishos diss them. Meanwhile, down the back of the boat I'm continuing to expand our species tally with a pretty crimson-banded wrasse, another contender for Asian-style steaming. Followed by a Chinaman leather jacket, again on the Fishbites. Not bad tucker either. And even a few slimies or blue mackerel, which are great bait and also smoke up really nicely. Did you get one as well? That's something halfway decent.
I hope so.
Jo's worked up enough of a sweat under the winter sun to actually ditch her jacket for a while. Oh, it's a big pigfish. Nice piggy. Piggy's going to market. Ooh.
Thank you.
No worries.
He chose the
Fishbites, yeah. Look at my butchers. The southern Maori wrasse or butcher's prick is another species often denigrated by fishers. Give us a look at him.
He's weighty too. You'll get a decent meal out of him.
That's a cracker.
Yeah.
They're a good-looking fish, aren't they?
They are.
And tasty. How good are those conditions? We've drifted onto some sand now.
On the pilchard.
Flathead country.
Oh, darling.
That's what we came for.
Oh, Jack.
Oh.
Fishbites again, mate.
Yeah.
We also love our sand or eastern blue-spotted flatties, and they've saved many a trip for us.
Keep it flatty. Keep winding.
Oh boy, do they love fish bites.
Very nice.
What he's on.
I love it.
And here comes another one for me.
They much prefer the pink one on the top hook.
One of the great things about fish bites is that you can catch multiple fish on the one bait. It's pretty durable stuff. Nice. Next drop, something different.
It's a 6-spine leather jacket. How bizarre.
6 spine. 6 feet.
6-spine leather jacket, which usually come off reef. And are very good to eat.
These toothy critters do chew the fish bites up a bit, but it's still hanging in there. Just. Speaking of jackets, Jo's slipped hers back on and switched to an overhead outfit rigged with a Lucanus jig below a dropper baited with fish bites. She works this rig slowly, just clear of the seabed, and it doesn't take long.
Doesn't feel very big. Giving up. Here he comes.
It's 2, I think. Oh no.
It's a Sergeant Baker.
Good release.
Thank you. Go away.
Sergeant Baker have tasty enough flesh, but a very off-putting bone structure.
On the Luke, because I was just leaving it static.
We're happy to see this one swim away. Jo checks her rig and sends it back into the depths. And almost straight away...
Giving me some sturdy head shakes.
Yeah, I reckon it's a just legal snapper.
Yeah. Really solid, distinctive, aggressive head shakes.
Oh, it might be a moe.
It's hard to tell because this rod feels heavier than the one I've been using. So here we go, we've got some colour.
It's a snapper, yeah, it's a legal snapper.
Lovely.
On the fish bites.
Oh, well, there you go.
Nice.
Pretty little fella.
Yeah, measure him up, but I think he's easily 30.
And he was.
Very good.
How does that feel?
Yeah, it feels like a keeping something. Don't think it's a snapper.
Ah, the old guessing game.
We went across some sand, it might almost be a flathead. It'll be something that's coming home. Something that's coming home for dinner, though, I reckon.
Oh,
It's a flathead.
flathead.
Oh gosh,
Oh.
that is a cracker.
Geez, he's fat. That is a great flathead. Well
It's
done.
a unusual flathead. It's not one of our regulars.
Oh,
What a ripper! It took the prawn.
oh. Look at the fillets on that.
I know.
It's actually got a bit of belly distension too, so it's suffered a little bit.
No, they don't get barotrauma. That'll be food.
Oh,
They don't have a swim bladder because they lie on the bottom.
of course. What am I thinking?
That is a ripper. It's got that white margin on the top. I think it's a marbled flathead. I've caught them before, but I've never caught one anywhere near that size. I will have to look that one up. But as with most of the flathead, the caudal fin or the tail is the distinctive feature. And you can see this one's got a white trailing edge. Right.
Meanwhile, Jo's at it again, quietly hooked up.
I hope it's a snapper.
I reckon it is. It's
got a bit more pull than the Sergeant Baker's on being attractive.
Yeah, it's not a Sergeant Baker, I don't think.
It's given up again.
Mm.
Oh, there he goes. Here he is, Moe.
Nice.
On the fish bites.
Sure is. That hook will hold him pretty well, just don't give him too much slack, just pull him up.
Nice! Good guy. Well done you.
Spin him round here and give us a call. Yeah. Nice.
It's been a pretty reasonable session and we've got several meals on board now, so we decide to head for home while conditions are still perfect, as there's some breeze forecast for later on. We've got a bar crossing ahead of us, but not a particularly daunting one, until I get distracted from the GPS plotter and choose the wrong path. Uh-oh.
That's not the right path. Hang on. This is not going to be good. Woo!
I think you've got a bit further south.
Yeah, should have paid more attention to the GPS. There's a bit of a trap for young players.
Indeed. And old ones, it seems.
Right, that looks a bit better.
I'd been in a blind channel leading onto the beach rather than into the estuary. Just shows complacency can get us all. Don't let your guard down. Straightened out and back on the right path, and a safe, easy bar crossing sitting on the back of a handy swell. That's more like it.
Well, there you go. It was actually a pretty tough day. Cold water, not much current, and the fish just weren't really on the job. But we still managed to put together a really nice feed, and we caught them on a bit of everything. Lucanus jigs, pilchard baits, prawn baits, and the fish bites. And I couldn't really say that any one of those was a standout. But what I will say about the fish bites is when you're getting hammered by a whole lot of pickers, 9 times out of 10 you know you've still got a bait down there, and that's quite handy. I think they're really good in those kind of applications, but it doesn't hurt to try other things as well. Now, time to go home, clean them, and cook up a beautiful seafood meal. Until next time, Mrs. Starlo wishing you tight lines.